Did you know that the prostate, a small but vital organ for men's health, is vulnerable to the familiar drinks we drink every day? More than 1 billion men in the world will face prostate problems in their lifetime, but few people pay attention to the fact that some seemingly harmless drinks can silently cause inflammation, enlargement, and even pain to the prostate. Today, I'll reveal 7 common drinks that promote prostate enlargement, many of which you drink without even thinking about it. Read on to learn which drinks you should avoid and discover healthier alternatives to protect your prostate and boost your health. Drinks 1. Energy drink. Awake for a moment. Big All and IGHT energy drinks. They sound harmless, but they are actually a dangerous mixture if you use them regularly. A small can can contain twice or even 3 times more caffeine than a regular cup of coffee. Add to that guarana, taurine, refined sugar, and other stimulants. When these ingredients combine, they overstimulate the nervous system and bladder. The result? Frequent urination, urinary urgency, insomnia, and especially nocturia. One of the earliest signs that the prostate is damaged, even more frightening, the high sugar content in energy drinks contributes to promoting a systemic inflammatory response. The prostate, which is extremely sensitive to chronic inflammation, will begin to enlarge over time without you even knowing it. If you need to stay awake, choose unsweetened green tea, water with lemon or ginger slices, a vegetable smoothie, or simply snack on walnuts or low-sugar fruits, like apples and blueberries. But it's not just energy drinks that are harmful. A seemingly healthier habit, which millions of people still maintain every morning, is also silently making the prostate work hard. That is coffee. Drink 2. Coffee addicted every morning. Burden every NIGHT coffee is a companion of millions of people every morning. But for men over 40, drinking too much coffee, especially the strong type, with lots of sugar and condensed milk, can silently burden the prostate. Caffeine is not only a stimulant, but also a powerful diuretic. When you drink too much every day, it makes your bladder work continuously, interrupting your sleep with waking up in the middle of the night to urinate. In addition, coffee increases the hormone cortisol, causing stress and worsening the smoldering inflammation in the prostate tissue, making you feel like you can't urinate completely, have weak urine, and always want to go to the toilet. Reduce your coffee intake to 1 to 2 cups per day. Choose light roast, little or no sugar. You can replace it with herbal teas, such as chamomile, ginger, or mint, both relaxing and gentle on the bladder. If coffee keeps you awake during the day, another drink is often chosen to relax at night, but few people expect that it is the reason why you have to wake up many times in the middle of your sleep. That is, alcohol and beer, close friends in fun, but are the silent disruptors of endocrine system and make the prostate tired more and more every day. Drinks 3. Alcohol, a little fun. A silent BODyon, you may think that a can of beer after work or a glass of wine with dinner won't hurt. But alcohol and beer, if consumed regularly, have a negative impact on male hormones. Alcohol increases estrogen and decreases testosterone. This imbalance makes prostate tissue more susceptible to abnormal growth. At the same time, alcohol also causes vasodilation, dilation, and dehydration, leading to nocturia, frequent urination, and the feeling of incomplete urination. Not to mention, alcohol hinders the process of eliminating toxins, creating conditions for chronic inflammation to develop in the body, including the prostate. If you drink, limit it to 1 small glass of wine or 1 can of beer a day. Avoid drinking in the evening. Try replacing it with herbal tea, taking a light walk after meals, or taking a warm bath to relax. If you don't drink alcohol, but just like carbonated soft drinks when you're thirsty, and have a cold can with every meal, it's not necessarily safe, because this type of drink not only makes your mouth sweet for a few minutes, but can also cause you to suffer bitter health consequences for many years to come. Drinks for soda: sweet in the mouth, bitter in the healthy cold. Can of soda can refresh you for a few minutes, but inside it is 39 grams of sugar, almost double the recommended amount. Day. Refined sugar increases insulin, causes inflammation, and promotes abnormal prostate growth. In addition, phosphoric acid, artificial colors, and flavors in soft drinks also damage the lining of the urinary tract, irritate the bladder, and make symptoms such as painful urination, frequent urination, and nocturia worse. Even diet or zero-sugar soft drinks are not harmless, because they contain artificial sweeteners that negatively affect the intestinal microflora and inflammatory response. Replace with filtered water with lemon slices, mint, or cucumber. If you like a mild sweetness, choose diluted juice or pure fresh coconut water. And don't think that only carbonated or caffeinated drinks are dangerous. Even seemingly healthy things associated with childhood like whole cow's milk, if used incorrectly, can silently nurture prostatitis every day without you even knowing. Drinks 5. Whole milk suggested to supplement calcium, but it turned out to feed prostate. ENLARGMINT milk is a symbol of health, but whole milk contains high levels of saturated fat and IGF-1, a growth hormone that can promote cell proliferation in the prostate. This is extremely dangerous for men over 40 years old. Saturated fat causes chronic inflammation, hormonal disorders, causing the prostate to enlarge over time. Signs can start with nocturia, weak urination, fullness in the lower abdomen, but are often overlooked. Switch to plant-based milks like almond, oat, or unsweetened soy. They don't contain IGF-1 and are rich in vitamin E and natural anti-inflammatories. What about sugar-free soft drinks? Think 0 calories means 0 risk. Actually, the opposite is true. Unsweetened sparkling water can be even more irritating if you have urinary incontinence or an enlarged prostate. Drinks 6. Unsugar-free soda, 0 calories. Doesn't mean 0 risk. Sugar-free diet soft drinks still contain citric acid, CO2, and sweeteners like aspartame, which irritate the bladder, disrupt the microflora, and increase the risk of inflammation. The result: you urinate more often, feel the urge to urinate more frequently, and have intermittent urination, especially if your prostate is already enlarged, which can make the condition worse. Choose naturally carbonated mineral water without sweeteners. Add lemon, ginger, mint to enhance the flavor, help digestion, and not irritate the urinary tract. And finally, perhaps the type of water that most people misunderstand, because it is labeled 100% fruit, with pictures of oranges, apples, grapes on the packaging. But behind that fruit peel is a scary amount of sugar, plus additives, preservatives, all wrapped up in a glass of canned juice that you still believe is good for your health. Drinks 7. Canned juice, fruit disguised under a layer of chemical SSUGA, despite being labeled 100% fruit. Canned juice can still contain up to 30 grams of sugar per serving, equivalent to a can of soda. When you drink it without fiber, the sugar is absorbed extremely quickly, increasing insulin and stimulating inflammation. Preservatives, such as sodium benzoate, flavorings, and colorings in canned juices also contribute to immune suppression and prostate cell damage. Eat whole fruits to retain fiber. If you want to drink juice, make it yourself at home, dilute it with filtered water, or use whole smoothies combined with green vegetables, turmeric, and ginger to increase anti-inflammatory effects. 7 familiar drinks, 7 silent attackers of prostate health that few people notice. The good news is that you don't need to abstain completely. Just make smart changes from your daily choices, because prostate health doesn't need miracles, it needs the right choices from today. Finally, prostate health starts with the right sip of WATAR. Prostate care doesn't need anything complicated, just drink enough water every day, gradually reduce inflammatory drinks, prioritize green tea, filtered water, smoothies made from vegetables and fruits with low sugar, and always read the ingredients carefully before opening any bottle of water. Small changes today will make a big difference for your health tomorrow. If you find this video useful, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and relatives, especially those who are over 50. And don't forget to subscribe to continue receiving more easy-to-understand, scientific and practical health content every week. You deserve to live healthy And your prostate deserves to be protected.